This is Nostravini, and this is my big weekend predictions of the boxing situation. I'm making a quick perusal of the boxing matches, both in jolly old England, in the Americas, and in Australia. Anyway, this is what's going to happen. I am also going to make my predictions for the big fights that are happening that I think the underdog has a shot at it, in which I can make some moolah. Yes, indeed, moolah. Anyway, one thing I couldn't do is Demetrius Andrade against Douglas Tate. They didn't have that on my the guys I deal with usually. They didn't have it, so I couldn't bet it. DraftKings. I gotta find out when they do have these things. Anyway, um, Douglas Andrade won the fight as I thought he would, even quicker than I thought he would, when I was betting you the guy who's gonna win. And, oh yeah. But I did find his opponent, Douglas Andrade, just in case, because it was such a beautiful underdog. He did have a big punch, and Andrade had not fought in 3 years. So I thought maybe, but of course I was foolish. Now, another fight that may go the other way is Anthony Joshua, who I bet on as the top dog, is going to fight Christine Benegu, Estonian or Croatian situation. Well, let me tell you something. Uh, Anthony Joshua should win. He has boxing ability and firepower. One thing he never had and never will have is a good jaw. And Christine Penenga can punch. Of all his victories have been by KO. And on top of that, he's never been floored or knocked out. Well, I don't think he's floored at least. And he may be able to survive long enough to put Mr. Joshua on the canvas. He could. He's got a good body punch, but he's a little slow of foot and hand. Joshua should be able to beat him, but you never know. A good chin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Hamshul Shiraz, the Arab from England, is going to fight Simone Zarubra, undefeated fighter from Germany. Well, he lost one fight. He's a good fighter. He's almost as tall as Shabazz. Yeah, he could upset him. Shabazz is still a little bit unproven. A little bit. But he might lose. And then I will make a fortune. Ah, Edgar Berlanga, Steve, who is Shabazz's conquest, is fighting Stephen Butler. Uh-oh, both men have devastating punches. Both men have questionable jaws, especially Stephen. But Stephen might land on Berenge, who can be hit before Berenge hands on him. It's gonna who gets the draw first. Berenge should win. He's a little more durable. But you never know. Then I'll make a fortune. Oh, my $5 bets and my parlays. Anyway, now this is who I truly think is going to win. Here we go. Ah, ah. Anthony Joshua, 21-4-0 with 26 KOs against Christine Prenga, 21-0 with 26 KOs. Well, I think that Perengi will have his moment in the sun for a little while, but if Joshua fights well, boxes, and then comes in with the big punches, he should beat Perengi, depending on how durable Perengi is. I'm probably pronouncing his name totally wrong. What am I, a foreigner? I should know everybody's name and pronunciation in 12,000 countries in this world. Anyway, Hamshu Shiraz, or as he's called, uh, Mohammed Shiraz, is going to fight the German, the 23 and 0-1 with 19 KOs is Shabazz. He's fighting this nearly undefeated German, Simon Sigabribra, 29 1-0 with 18 KOs. Simon's never been knocked out. Simon's almost as tall as Shabazz. Simon's a pretty good fighter. This could be an upset, but I don't think so. I think Simon will have more power and be able to take him out later in the fight. Now, Josh Kelly, pretty boy, 18-1 with 9 KOs against Karika Akakura, 18-0 with 7 KOs. This is a pressure fighter against Kelly. Kelly is a darn good boxer. And he just beat the guy who beat Costa Zoo. Or Nicky Zoo, or whatever the hell his name is. He's the son of the famous Costa Zoo, I believe. Anyway, he looks like a clone of him, actually. Not quite as durable as his dad, and not quite the fighter his dad was, but not a bad fighter involved. But I'm disagreeing. Kelly should outbox him. It should be a good fight and should go to the cards. But Kelly is a good fighter. Oh yeah. Rikiwa Turmashimi, 4-0 with 3 KOs against Alvino Haras Marisa, 18-0 with 11 KOs. Let me tell you something. Mashumi should beat him. Mashimi has won all his fights by knockout. His initial fight in Times Square, he went the distance with the guy. But the Japanese guy is a good fighter. He should win this fight. But the other guy has a chance. Now let me tell you something. Alfonso Akura Kunichik, 1-0 with 1 KO against Lenny Potich, 8-0 with 5 KOs. Now I've seen these two guys fight. I am betting on Alcantara because he has one layup KO and he has a big amateur player. Okay. Mike Taran, 14-0 with 3 KOs against Orlando Pinto, 12-3-0 with 11 KOs. Another thing, the guy has, I'm forgetting Harass is called the Cobra. But the Gypsy Tank, Lenny Petrucci is not going to beat this amateur phenom because the guy has a big record. Oh, he's a Russian or a communist of some sort. Not a communist, he's probably reformed. Anyway, Nestor Deva, 6-0 with 4 KOs, Indian prospect against Cesar Perez, 10-2-0 with 5 KOs. This is India's finest amateur and also a prospect. He will win that fight. That is my belief. Oh. Now return to the night fights, which I can't bet on because I don't have the facility to, and they don't put it on DraftKings. I'm gonna have to find out, get an Australian friend who somehow get to find out the people to get the bets, but not today. Tim Tszyu, Costa's son, who's like a clone. Both sons of clones of Costa. 27-3-0 with 18 KOs against the Truth Earl Prince Jr. 28-1-0 with 22 KOs. Now this is the battle of the broken boys. Both have had their setbacks. Costa's lost them a few fights and gotten badly beaten, but come back in a really good way. He's also, and Spence has been out of this ring for quite a while and lost very badly to his last fights and maybe a shot fighter. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I think I do. I think Jermell Spence, the American, is going to win. It'll be a war while it lasts, but a war that the Americans will win, beating Australia. Jermell Charlo, this is not fighting's not happening. Jermell did something bad, and he's not going to be able to go to what you call your basic Australia. Now he was going to fight Karan Madurza, 1 15-4-1 with 6 kills. But this is academic key. It's not going to happen. Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton, 23-2-0 with 8 KOs. Is going to fight Liam Wilson, 18-3-0 with 10 KOs. This is a good fight. I have to go by Fulton, who is he's an American, and also Liam has lost a few fights when the chips go down. He's durable, but not durable. He's tough, but he's not tough. He goes out. He's been knocked down. And I think he'll give him a good fight while it lasts. It'll last quite a while before the guy gets cut or knocked down or something like that. Callum Peters, sell 5 cal Callum Peters, 700 with 6 kills against Gringo Ivan Atilis, 13-0-1 with 9 kills. Now this is getting to a point where it gets a little vague in my mind because I didn't have time to study this as well. But I believe in my that Callum Peters will win. How that guy. Now, let's see. Showtime, Paul Fleming against 28-1-0 with 218 KOs against Hamed Radid, 800 with 6 KOs. Radid will win. He'll really give him the riot act. Oh yeah. Now, okay. Sweet Pea 5. Paul Akarathoa, 10-0 with 5 KOs. Is gonna fight Don Winner, 9-3-0 with 6 kills. Now, Don Winner is a Chinese fighter, an Oriental menace. That's true. He is, and he's a good fighter, but he doesn't have the experience of the Rada. That's my opinion. I saw them both fight. I looked them up. And Tina Wihan, against Sasha Ryan Devon, 2-2-2-0. Oh, Tina, you're gonna win because she's cute. I like her. But man, my age shouldn't be inappropriate looking at young girls. Well, why don't you mind your own business? Now, we're gonna go to Sunday. Because in Madison Square Garden, they're having some fights. And I'm gonna watch them. And I got money betting. Edgar Berlanga, 23-2-0, the chosen one, is with 18 kills, is fighting the Bang Bang, Stephen Butler, 38-5-1 with 32 KOs. Battle of the Bangers, Battle of the Bongers. Oh, but this could go either way. But I gotta go by the fact that I think Edgar's a little bit managing, a little bit, just a little bit. Both can knock each other out. This is a very tough fight for both men. But I think the Canadian will lose the battle of the draw. The Puerto Rican is New York, Puerto Rican. Dun, dun, dun. It's better. So now, Africa. Steve, his name is Africa. Africa, Richardson Hutchinson, 20-0 with 8 KOs against Magic Man, Ricardo Sales, 24-2-2 with 18 KOs. Well, this is a fight that's very close. Ricardo can fight. He's a good punch. He's aggressive. But Hutchinson should be a little too durable and a little too skilled. Okay, Sergio Dorinko, 6-6-6 with 11 KOs against Jail Harkit, 12-1-0 with 9 KOs. I think the younger man's going to win. Yeah, the technician, as they call it, the Polish technician, not a contradiction of terms, is a little bit too shop worn. He's good. He's good, but he's a little too shop worn. He loses to the top guys. Now, he's lost to all the top guys for the most part, that I know of. And but this will prove if Jill Hackett is a top guy or just a very good prospect. I don't think it'll be a close fight, but Hackett will win. Not by KO. Nobody KOs the Versus. No, but maybe we'll see. Valer Sorunku, Otto Warren, 28-3-0 with 16 KOs against Vladimir Sozinski, 22-1-0 with 19 KOs. I think Otto is gonna get Blotto. He's a good boxer. He's cute. Has a good punch, but not that great of a punch. And he's gonna fight a guy, Zorinko, who's pretty damn good. And has only lost once by decision. I think Zorinko will be too much aggressive, and it'll be too much. Emilio, what's this? Emilio Morano, 12-1-0 with 7 KOs against Arnold Gonzalez, 18-1-0 with 9 KOs. Emily Morano, I think he's going to win. I say he's going to win. He's going to beat Gonzalez. They almost have identical records, but my gut, I'm just using my guts. Ah, yes. Oh, Big Baby, Asham Davis, 11-0 with 11 KOs, all KOs. Is going to fight Miss Menino Lister, 8-0 with 8 KOs. I got to go with the guy with the Big Baby name and the more fights. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm speaking out of my butt. Anyway, Troy Nash against Ethan Perez. Troy is 7-0-1. That's 1 KO against Ethan Fresh, 8-0 with no KO too. Two battle of the guys. But I think Nash is gonna lose just based on nothing but intuition. And now Dominic Francis, 16-0 with 10 KOs against Andreas Remantia with 18-4-1 with 9 KOs. Well, the guy who's never lost a fight is going to win this fight. That's my prediction. I thought that's quick, so you'll be amazed at how accurate I am. It's a different parlay, so it's individual in itself. So as the days go by, I will be getting my find out who's winning. All right, that's it. Oh yeah 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 yeah. Yeah. All right, and onward and upward.